Hello there. Well, you're gonna join me folding some laundries today while I'm sharing some thoughts with you. You know, I had a fight with my insecurities for a very long time. I thought that if I can convince myself otherwise, if I could prove all my insecurities wrong, if I give them logical answers, then eventually one day it will go away, that I will finally be free of these self-defeating thoughts that comes up sometimes, like not sometimes, but honestly every time when I do something. For example, every time when I record a video, even though I've done this for a while now, but still that same insecurity. What if nobody watches? What if I look weird? What if I look this? What if, I used to spend like hours to argue with myself and wait for days until like I convince myself that it's gonna be okay. But then again, it would appear, the insecure thoughts, the self-defeating thoughts would appear again, regardless of how much time I spend arguing with it. And then eventually it hit me. I have accepted the fact that there's no ending to this thought. I mean, please let me know if you're older than me. I am 37 now. If you're older than me, is this gonna disappear with time? But at least for now, my experience is that it's gonna be there no matter what we do. Every human being has their own insecurities. But then if we wait for a logical explanation to get over it, I'm afraid that day will never come. So now what I do is that when I hear these insecure thoughts coming up, let's say that I suddenly feel self-conscious when I'm on the street and feel like people are looking at me or judging me, or maybe that I look weird, or like anything really that could set off a social anxiety. Now I just learned to just simply ignore the thought, that I don't engage with it, that I don't do anything about it really. If I feel uncomfortable, I don't try harder to look cool or relaxed. I acknowledge that, okay, this situation right now, this environment is making me feel uncomfortable. I see that. And the minute you acknowledge a feeling and that you see that feeling, you watch that feeling, something amazing happens. The feeling disappears. And of course, I didn't come up with this technique by myself, There's this book called Letting Go by Dr. Hawkins. I think his first name is David Hawkins. I will put the name of the book in the description box. And that book teaches you basically how to let go the negative emotions so that you can bring yourself back to a more peaceful and calming emotional state. And learning this technique was actually one of the best things that I've ever done for myself, because I have carried a lot of tension in my body. I lived with a survival mechanism, survival mode for a very, very long time. And I used to think that it was a good trait for me to always engaging in conversations with myself, analyzing everything, and I believe that, like I said earlier, if I analyze it enough, then I can finally understand life, understand what's happening. What happened was that process of analyzing can only take you so far. You will reach like a point in your life where this analytical mind can no longer serve you in a positive way. It will eventually drive you crazy. So Hawkins mentions that this analytical mind is the reason why we have these philosophical books, like engaging into this certain questions with a long monologue and analyzing it again and again and again and again and never reaching a conclusion. And I have experienced the same thing in my own life. So after 20 years of trying to understand myself, understand life, I've started this question ever since I was 16, 17, And then my question got bigger after I've experienced certain painful things in life. And then I asked new questions. I kept analyzing why this happened, why that happened. And so I came to the conclusion that this is not going to take me any further. I understood the process of why things happen in life. And that is the furthest this analytical mind can take me when it comes to understanding myself. And once that happens, it is important to let go of these thoughts, these feelings, that simply acknowledging the fact that if you keep feeding your mind the same thought over and over and over again, you will keep experiencing the same emotions over and over and over again. And the same with insecurities. And if I keep feeding my self-defeating thoughts, the thoughts that cause me to feel insecure, then it will keep me engaged over and over again. Because I'm giving it my attention, I'm reacting to it, I'm engaging with it, I'm feeding it with my energy. And so once I understood that, I start to see that there's no really any point, keep having these same conversation with myself, because I understood why it happens. I understood what's true. I know the fact that nobody actually cares, even if they care, like I, mentioned in my other videos, that it's nobody's business how I live my life. And I have a lot of good insights about myself and about my life, and that's where I should stop. There's no point, going into that same conversation, that same argument with myself every single day, and not allowing myself to live my life and do the things that I actually want to do, because I'm waiting for that thought to disappear. So now what I do is that I practice this letting go technique. It's my dishwasher in the background. I am sorry if you are hearing that noise. That's just what happens at home, like this is not a studio. So So once I start to exercise this letting go technique and really seeing that, I see that this thought is coming up again, and we already had this conversation. So, okay, I'm not gonna do anything about it. I see that, but I'm not gonna do anything about it. And then I just go about my day. And then I just, if I had a plan, for example, I was planning to, film this video while I was folding my laundry. It was just like spontaneous thought that it came up. And I wanted to share this idea. And of course, the self-defeating thought came up. I was like, don't you think it's a bit weird? Like maybe you should film this after you finish folding your laundry. And I was like, what if I lose the thought? What if I, because it wouldn't feel natural. I wanted to film it while I'm having this thought. And the minute that insecurity come up, I acknowledged it. I was like, okay, I see that it's there, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So I set up the camera and hit record, and here I am. So I think the message that I want to share with you guys today is that if we wait for these negative self-defeating thoughts to disappear, we have to wait until the day we die, I think. And these insecurities have interfered in my life long enough. I didn't give myself permission to enjoy my life because of these insecurities. And I'm tired of having these constant arguments with myself, trying to convince myself, seeking proof that I'm not insecure. But the truth is that I do get insecure. And I see that now, like it's the truth with every human being. We all carry a certain level of insecurities. And knowing that really set me free. And that, so what if I feel insecure? It shouldn't stop me from doing something. Like I can do something while I'm still feeling insecure. You know what I mean? And then while I'm doing it, then suddenly the insecurity gets quieter and quieter, like I'm feeling right now. After I started to talk about it, I'm no longer really feeling the insecurity as strongly as I did in the beginning of this video. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you today. If you can in some way relate to what I have shared today, then please let me know in the comment section. And I love reading your comments. I read all the comments. They're so amazing. You guys are very good at sharing, and I appreciate that, even though I'm not responding all the comments, but I read all of them. So feel free to share your story, your opinion. And yeah, subscribe to my channel. Thank you for listening to me. Take good care of yourselves. I just want to show you my cat before I let you go. Hey baby. She's my baby. He's so quiet during the day. She hasn't been on the videos for a while, I think. Yes. Hey, Cookie. Yes, baby. Okay, guys, take care of yourselves. See you soon. Bye-bye.